you hate, you a fan, bro. Bust low, the honeys, I'm in the Lambo. Yeah, baby mama, she a fan, though.
What up, chat? It's your boy Slicktor, and we are back with another episode. Now, look, it looks like Diddy just got moved over the weekend, quick, fast, and in a hurry. Everyone thought it was going to be 90 days, 60 days. Nah. Wack said he getting moved immediately, and now we got Wack 100 here with the content. Shout out to Clubhouse TV. Shout out to Wack 100 and the whole 100 side of the trenches. Let's get into this content, baby. Let's go.
In the block.
When y'all talk about prison and camp, what is the major difference between the two?
In federal, all right, okay, you got FCI, right? That's a federal correctional institution. So all them is like lows and mediums. USP is the United States Penitentiary. That's like the highest level.
Yo, bro, you gotta understand, G Wayne, is levels to shit, bro.
Yeah.
That nigga's a liability. You want to pass the liability. Them niggas ain't do it. They didn't have that nigga for a year.
I ain't never seen nobody get moved on the weekend, but shit.
Bro, I told you, talking about.
See, getting moved on the weekend, Diddy is $100 million. He's a billionaire type of cat, right? So they're going to try to get him out as soon as possible. Try to get him hurried up and entered into those programs, whether it be the drug programs and all those kinds of things that they offer in jail to knock off your time, or in prison. I'm sorry. So in the state, like I'm gonna say in the tri-state area, there's a few that I know of, like Allenwood, that's where Shotty's at right now. That's outside of the Poconos, Pennsylvania, by Honesdale. You got Fort Dix in Jersey, and there's another one in Jersey somewhere. I had a buddy that was in Fort Dix before, so I kind of know a little bit about that. But that's like a little camp type of joint. Ain't no fences, ain't no nothing. He'll be having phones and everything else that he needs in there. So I'm gonna let Wack finish up and talk about it. But I just wanted to give you a little insight on that.
90 days. I said, man, that nigga out of there ASAP. Nigga, that judge gave that order, bro. They didn't factor all that in. They know this nigga got $100 million team looking to file anything for anything. Nigga, they move that nigga. That nigga gonna be in a class this week.
They got that nigga fuck up out of there. I'm like, damn. Yeah. You right.
Yeah, well, I keep trying to tell you. That judge, always remember, bro, the judge calls the dog. Don't never forget that. You can be getting away with shit, but let a nigga file something and get back to the courts. Who pulls them back and reverses shit? Y'all niggas talking about they don't give a nah. When they dealing with who got a voice, Puffy got a voice even though he can't talk.
And to be fair, not to keep stopping, but it showed that he had a voice, right? And the judge went kind of tough on him, you know what I mean? In the sentencing statement that he made, right? But he ended up only giving him 50 months, right? Puff has already done 14 months. 50 months is about 4 years and a little bit over 4 years, right? Puff's already done a little bit over a year. He'll be home by the end of 2026, respectfully, right? And everyone was expecting, even me, I was expecting him to get like at least 7 years. But nah, man, Puffy, the money's talking, money's working. Puff know he'll be home. I think what Puff really screwed up is that he booked a bunch of events thinking that he was getting out that day. Had he not done that and would have waited to book those events, I think it might have even been a little less time. I think to the judge, it looked like cockiness, right? But that's just me. Let me know what y'all think down below. Comment, like, comment, subscribe, and share this video.
They can't put that. They try any of that funny shit with that, they in trouble.
Too high
that nigga
profile.
got a mama. He got a mama and like 5 kids.
7.
And then he got friends like Jay-Z and God knows who else that got other friends. You get what I'm saying? Don't think for 1 second all them up somehow ain't working in some way. This nigga know, hey man, can we, all that's going on, but I can't see them ignoring what a judge talking about. What a high profile. I just can't see it. I can't see that. You acting.
And see, another thing I'm going to put y'all on to, right? So I remember back in the day, like in 2008, when Epstein first got arrested the first time, right? Epstein got hit. they ended up giving him a prison term where he was able to leave the prison. He was able to leave literally every single day, Monday through Friday. He only had to spend the weekends in there, and he was able to take his PJ out for work, go to his island in St. Martin's, do whatever he was doing, freak offs and all that stuff, and then come right back to the prison. He had to be back by like 11 at night. Look it up though, because a lot of they don't talk a lot about that with Epstein. All we really kind of know is the Epstein most recent case in 2019 when he did the Epstein. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't gonna get into that. Pause.
For it. Your ass is asking for it.
Yeah, I get it. I seen it now. Hey, the regular niggas is 0-1.
Yeah, you can't never, ever. I learned my lesson on that shit a long time ago. Learned my lesson on that shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. I never seen, but that nigga got moved overnight on the weekend. Yeah, he the best ever did it. Ain't gonna lie.
First of all, they might have drove that nigga.
Yeah, they probably did. Probably just put him in the van and just drove him.
Nah, Indiana. If he went to Indiana, they put him in the air.
The Indiana part, just a rumor. Don't quote me on that.
They will put
because
on a regular plane too though.
Because the places, because I had to, because you know what I did, I cross-referenced it with the RDAP program too. So you got to do that. So based on
another one close though.
Yeah, Allenwood, PA is the closest. Fort Dix, New Jersey, and then Fairton, New Jersey. Those are all within 500 miles, and
that's what I just told y'all. But to be fair, I'm a New Yorker, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania, all of those, all three. I'm telling you that Allenwood is a little bit. I want to say Allenwood's a little bit further out than Fort Dix is. I 100% want to say that because the Poconos, you got to go past Toby Handed down in the Honesdale, which I see where he's saying with the mileage, but I'm almost positive Fort Dix is closer than Allenwood, than the other joint in Jersey. But I don't know. Everybody, I put that down in the chat. Go ahead and do some research on that. Let me know what's up.
They were saying that the BOP typically on those type of offenders try to keep them within 500 miles of their release location.
That's true.
Yeah, so I did the cross reference based on with the RDAP program. It's only 3 facilities that fit that criteria.
Well, they saying they moved him already.
Yeah,
he gone already.
They moved him.
Nigga gone. I told him you was up different. Shit ain't normal. That's not normal.
That's crazy.
If you get on your Google and you type in Diddy transferred, it's gonna tell you right there, but they can't tell you exactly where because that's not public information.
And it's gonna pop up in the system in a minute. Where you at?
Yeah, they tell you why he moving because they don't want nobody's jacket.
Right.
But if you got his number, BOP number, and his name, it'll pop up whenever you get where you're gonna be.
Will it say the date that he got there?
I don't know about that, man. Listen, I mean, I do know, he's gonna be going to the feds, but he's a real serious public figure, right? We're not just talking about any of your regular old little rappers that we got getting locked up today, like the Lil Durks and all of them. This is Diddy. You know what I'm saying? They might hide Diddy. You never know. Diddy might be at Fort Knox somewhere, right? His family has access to PJs. They can go visit him wherever. They don't got to be in the New York area or nothing like that. If I'm not mistaken, a lot of them still living in LA. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Let me know what y'all think down in the chat below, man. Y'all think Puff gonna be like online? You think he's gonna be on, or you think he's gonna be in Fort Knox? You think he's gonna be easy to find, or you think he's gonna be like somewhere hidden, right? And he's gonna come out of this, you know what I mean? Hands wiped, whatever, pause, and out of here. Let me know what y'all think down below.
Huh?
Say he there. Will it say the date that he got there? Is just gonna say he there?
It's gonna say he there.
Yeah, that's why I say we'll never know like the specific days because it could have been that Friday, bro, which is crazy. I'm so high profile though, they might have did it unconventionally.
Bro, they not, listen, first of all, they not trying to get, attorneys is always talking about that's unjust. He shouldn't be in jail. They not finna allow nothing to happen to where they can complain and file anything about anything.
Mm-hmm. Every eye's on it right now.
It's too high profile.
Gotta go by the book.
That's like Martha Stewart. You think she waited 90 days? No.
Forgot she was in prison.
Yeah.
I can get that.
Crazy. I remember Martha Stewart going in, but that if y'all ever watched Orange Is the New Black, the one old lady that was in the joint, the famous old lady, that was Martha Stewart's character because she was actually locked up in that same prison as the girl Piper or whatever posed from Orange Is the New Black. She was locked up in the same penitentiary out in Connecticut. I think it's like in Danbury, if I'm not mistaken.
Answer to that, honestly, I could get the answer to that. That's
guarantee she ain't waiting no mother. Hell no.
Some lady that served in there with her, they said Martha didn't cause no trouble, but she didn't take nothing either.
Man, Martha, that damn fool with her. You should have been her friend.
Scoop in the chat talking about it still showing he in MDC Brooklyn.
It's gonna be okay.
It's gonna show that they don't want nobody to know. They don't want like any of the movies to happen, like where people start hear that he's getting transported out, people following the cars, people following the plane or something like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't need no issues with Puff. They move Puff on the weekend where everybody's out partying, doing their thing, and if it kind of let it go, they expecting to hear something next week. That's why they did that with Puff. So no, Puff definitely still is not in MDC for sure. Not
40. Extra.
You know, Wack doing that research. Yeah. Huh?
And then he already, I wouldn't be surprised if he pulled a slip. Now, he better not do that slip and fall.
That link Scoop just put in there, do say he's still at MDC Brooklyn.
That take a little minute to update, though.
It do.
That is all right.
It's kind of hard for any of them in the MDC to even know where he's at. I got a cousin that's in there right now, right in Brooklyn. But like, it's kind of hard for any of them to know where he's at because if y'all don't remember when he first got there, right? Him and 6ix9ine put him on the phone when he was on the call with academics, and you know what I mean. Puff taught the act or whatever, and like they were in the secluded area. Sam Bunkman Fried or whatever, the crypto dude, he was in there. They all in a secure part of that camp. So it's like I highly doubt that any of these dudes know nothing. You know, but who knows? We'll see.
They move him that quick. They probably gonna send him to like, I will say Fort Dix, but that's a one.
Yeah, that's the closest one, but it depends on when the next class starts.
That's what I just said. Fort Dix is the closest one because Allenwood is like 150 miles away from the city. Fort Dix is probably like 60, 70 miles, if I'm not mistaken. But I had a homie who was in Fort Dix. He was in there with the owner of Abercrombie and Fitch. And he put me on to everything. This is probably back in 2018, 2019. That's a little low joint. Like he had a cell phone and they called me. I talked to him on the phone, put money on his books, whatever. So like I already know how that worked. But nah, he probably I don't think he went to Allenwood, man. I think he went to Fort Dix. Allenwood is a little more serious than Fort Dix. Allenwood, that's where Shotty at right now. Y'all can look that up. Allenwood, USP. A couple joints. So no, I don't believe he's in Allenwood. I believe he's going to Fort Dix if they kept him in the tri-state area. Back to the content.
The practice class whenever it starts.
Do everybody got their RDAP program?
No. You can't have no violence, and you got to have a drug problem or alcohol or something like that. History.
Cause Lavish, I was looking at the ones that got out of the RDAP programs that's close by, and they, PA, and 2 of them in New Jersey was close. Allenwood, Fort Dix, and Fairton. Allenwood is the PA one.
Fairton camp. Fort Dix, that's a one.
Clubhouse TV.
Yo, chat. Look, that's the end of the stream, man. It's your boy Slicktor. Look, I want y'all to just comment down below. What do y'all think? What do y'all think is happening with Puff? Do y'all think that the 50-month sentence was correct? Do y'all think that Puffy's in somewhere on the East Coast? Do y'all think he's been moved from Brooklyn yet? We don't know. We just going off of interstate, right? We'll be hearing, right? We don't know yet. But let me know what y'all think down in the comment below, man. It's your boy Slicktor. Love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all tapping in and just keep in tune. That boy dropping videos. I told y'all I'm back. I'm back, baby.
All my niggas, they strapped to be in that bando. How you hate, you a fan, bro. Bust slow, the honeys, I'm in the Lambo. Yeah, baby.